Good morning. We're going to work on a floor sequence today that includes your foam roller, and you'll also need a blanket, probably, and perhaps a yoga block as well. So assemble your props so that you can do all the different aspects of this floor practice. Okay. As we settle down onto the mat, onto our backs, one of the first things that we're watching for is that we are letting our neck be in a really restful position so that our breath can be okay. So this is where, if you feel like your chin is really popping up to the sky, that you will put something underneath your head. This block is usually a good choice. You can also use like a folded blanket or a throw cushion, something like that. Okay, so just so that when you lie down, you've got forehead and chin in alignment, keeping your throat open for a full breath in your lungs. Start with your knees bent, spine long and straight. Let's just start with grabbing our right knee and pulling it in and releasing it. Exhale as you pull the knee into your chest. Inhale as you let it go out. You're welcome to have that long leg straight if it feels better. See if you can let the movement of breath come in and out through your nose. Squeeze and release. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Nice work. All right, you'll slowly take that right knee down to the mat, bring your left knee in, fingers come on it, and extend the right leg if it feels better. It's always your choice. Sometimes low back feels better here. Sometimes it feels better leg long. Do the squeeze and release again. Think about the bellows used to ignite fire in a fireplace. It's almost like you're squeezing the breath out of the body and letting the lungs fill, exhaling and inhaling. Good work. And then release that leg back down to the floor and find your foam roller. You'll bring that foam roller up alongside your body. Roll to one side so that you can set your spine on it and pop up onto the roller. When your head, same thing happens here. If your head goes down too far, then you're going to want to put a yoga block. I find a yoga block works better on the bolster, on here. So here, just this side to side movement, your legs are a little bit further apart. This side to side movement can feel really nice on the spine. Keep the breath moving in the lungs, especially with your head supported here. If you'd like to add some extra movement here, you can take your arms and inhale to touch them above your head and exhale to bring them back down to the floor. Breathe in and out, and in and out. You might play around with the hands going up to the sky or up above your head. Remember, the inhale is the reach and the exhale sets the hands back down. You might be stationary on this long, flat foam roller, letting the spine really get a nice opening. Here, even if you're stationary, the chest is opening. The shoulders are falling down and around the edges of that foam roller, and it's opening up the chest. So allow that to happen. This pose can be something you stay in kind of in a restorative way for 5 to 10 minutes. If you're doing movements and you've got lots of breath action happening, then I would make sure that you add the restorative quieting on the end. Excuse me. Good. So that feels like a good amount of time. When you come out of this pose, you just let yourself roll off to one side and roll that foam roller away. You've still got something for your head to land on. And then bring the heels up close to your bum. And all you're thinking of is this hinge right here. So the spine is imagined as a long straight line, and you're just going to lift and lower from the hinge in your hips. It's like where the leg bones joins into the hip socket. Imagine that being a joint, a hinge, and you're just flattening out that hinge and then deeply creasing it again. Breathing in and breathing out. If you would like to add more work here, you can inhale, arms up, exhale them down. Inhale, arms up, exhale them down. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Go small enough that it doesn't feel like you need to move the block. So because we don't want your head floating anywhere, we want your head to be grounded into something. Nice work. So once that feels done, you can just gently pull both knees in, perhaps your ankles cross, and roll on the back. So good. Okay, go the other direction. Nice, and set those legs down. Okay, this time when we take the foam roller, you're gonna lift your hips up and put that foam roller, it's underneath the bum cheeks. So it's not under the low back, it's under the bum cheeks. And you get to stay there and practice walking the heels away from you, making sure you stay where the low back feels all right. So just noticing where that tipping point is. Good. You'll notice that as your head starts to relax, you might feel like you can go a bit lower. And if that's the case, you can change out your block for a skinnier blanket or pillow. But you're always making sure that your head doesn't feel like it's floating in the air. Nice. Okay, so then you start thinking of, can you roll this bolster all the way up your back, starting at the hips, getting yourself going. Here's where your head is going to have to leave. You can tuck your chin in a little bit and start to just massage all the way up your back. You might go until you find that you can get to the position where the bolster has gone all the way up each vertebrae of your back. I guess it's the foam roller, not the bolster. And you can slide down, resting your neck, giving that as a pillow. I've gone kind of too far down now for my video, so I'm just gonna come back up again. Perhaps you leave that full foam roller as your pillow. If it feels like it's too high, you can switch it out for your blanket again. Good. Nice work. So this foam roller is going to play an important part in our next one when we go to do some twisting. So you can start with your hands above your head, grab onto elbows, and elbows twist one way, knees twist the other way. Breathe in, exhale to twist. Breathe in, exhale to twist. So just make sure that your body is only moving as far as it feels comfortable. Big inhales to come to center. Exhales as your knees fall away from your elbows, creating a nice twist in your spine. And then bring everything back up to center. Your hands come down. Here's where the foam roller comes in. You go to do a figure 4 twist. So to start, I'll put my left ankle over the right knee. And then the apparatus of your legs falls down and the foam roller catches them. Then take your opposite arm. It's my left arm is going to open wide. And I might even look that direction. You don't have to move here at all. All you're doing is slowly relaxing, allowing the hip to feel like it's being drawn away from the armpit. But there's a nice lengthening happening. For me right now, it's the left side of my body because my left knee is crossed and folded right. Breathe. Let yourself hang out here, lengthening that side body. We are doing a practice that allows the tightness and tension that restricts our range of motion. When we dissipate that tightness and tension, our range of motion is liberated. It is freed up to become bigger and more open. Often we think we need to strengthen things, but when we're looking for range of motion, really it's about allowing those tight, stiff places to release and open. When we practice it in the safety of poses like this, where there's support around you, then it can be really, really effective. Good, so lift that knee up, untangle it, and take your foam roller over to the other side. For me, this time it's my right heel crossing the left knee, the apparatus of my legs falling left, and my right arm opening up. So both the knee and the foot feel like they have something to land on. You can adjust that roller so it's at the right spot to support your legs properly. And here's the side body that's opening from the armpit all the way down to the hips. You can feel it in your waist. You can feel it in your rib cage. You can feel it as the shoulder softens to the floor. Just take nice deep breaths in this twist. Good work. Hands can come down, knees can come back up, feet can come onto the floor. Just spend a second here, feeling the deep breath move in and out of your body. Nice work. And when you're ready, you can let yourself roll back and forth until you can fall over to one side and use the top hand to press you back up. Thanks for sharing that short foam roller on your back sequence with me today. Namaste.